What's up, Battle Squad? Welcome to another episode of Battle 5, the series where I break down my top 5 list on a particular topic, no matter what topic comes to my mind. I am your host, Logan Battles, and for this episode, I'm going to be breaking down my list for top 5 early Super Bowl favorites. I figured that since the 2026 NFL season is under 100 days away from today, I would start a list counting down 5 teams in the NFL that I see as legitimate contenders for the Super Bowl. Like the very top teams to compete for the Super Bowl, especially Super Bowl 61. And I don't have any honorable mentions for this list, because the teams that I do have outside of this list, I don't consider to be legitimate Super Bowl contenders. I consider them to be legitimate playoff contenders. But with that out of the way, let's get started on the list, shall we? Alright, here we go. Starting off at number 5 on the list, the Houston Texans. Why? Because I think this team will make a lot of noise this upcoming season. This is the season that I believe that CJ Stroud will not only improve from last season, but also take this team further than they have ever been before with his best wide receiver in Nico Collins. David Montgomery has arrived from Detroit and can be vitally important for the Texans' running game. And their defense was hot last year, and if they were hot last year, imagine how much hotter they can be for opposing offenses to deal with this year. I can totally see the Houston Texans contending for the Super Bowl even more so than other AFC teams like the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens, which, spoiler alert, they're not on the list. Sorry.
God damn it.
Moving on to number 4 on the list, the Detroit Lions. Why? Because last time I checked, they still have Dan Campbell as their head coach. They still have Jared Goff as their quarterback. They still have Jahmyr Gibbs as their running back. And they still have Amon-Ra St. Brown as their wide receiver. Not to mention the fact that they still have Aiden Hutchinson on the defensive side of the ball, who is one of the best, if not the best player on the Lions roster. I think this team will improve in the upcoming season, especially on the defense, and that's going to cause a lot of problems for opposing offenses like that of the Green Bay Packers. Because the Detroit Lions are not to be slept on. And if you're sleeping on the Lions, that'll be your biggest mistake, I bet. Moving on to number 3 on the list, the Kansas City Chiefs. Why? Because as much as it pains me to say this, I think they will vastly improve from last season on both ends of the field, to the point where they will be not only playoff contenders, but Super Bowl contenders as well. They still have Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes as one of the best head coach quarterback duos this league has ever seen. Everybody else outside of those two just need to play their A game. Travis Kelce is basically at the back end of his career at this point. Rashee Rice recently got arrested on multiple felony charges. There aren't any great wide receivers that the Kansas City Chiefs have outside of Xavier Worthy, and Chris Jones, as great as he is getting older and older by each season. The Kansas City Chiefs need to play their absolute best to make the playoffs and then to the Super Bowl, and I believe they will. Moving on to number 2 on the list, the reigning defending Super Bowl champions, better known as the Seattle Seahawks. Why? Because they are still a top 5, maybe even top 3 team in the NFL. That's why Sam Darnold, the reigning defending Super Bowl MVP, is still there in Seattle with Cooper Kupp and Jackson Smith-Njigba as his 2 top wideouts. Plus, they still have Mike McDonald as their head coach in his 3rd season as their head coach this year. Yeah, that's right. He won the Seattle Seahawks a Super Bowl in his 2nd year coaching them. Anyway, the Seattle Seahawks are a force to be reckoned with. However, they are not going to win or at least go to the Super Bowl. Why? Because of this team at number 1 on my list. You guys already know this was coming. The Los Angeles Rams. They are the favorites to go to the Super Bowl and win it. Why? Multiple reasons. Matthew Stafford, the reigning defending NFL MVP, is still there. Sean McVay is still there. Puka Nacua is still there. Devontae Adams is still there. And Kyron Williams is still there. And on top of it all, they made two crucial trades. The first was the Trent McDuffie trade from the Kansas City Chiefs, and the second, and most important, was the Myles Garrett trade from the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett, the former number 1 overall pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, the 5-time first-team All-Pro, the 2-time second-team All-Pro, and the 7-time Pro Bowler himself, still holds the record for both most sacks in a single season and most consecutive seasons with 12-plus sacks. To say that Myles Garrett is a great defensive player would be an understatement. He is one of the greatest defenders in the modern-day era of the National Football League. He single-handedly turned the Los Angeles Rams into the odds-on favorite team to win the Super Bowl. And you don't have to take my word for it. A look at the odds makers in Las Vegas, see what the Rams' odds were at winning a Super Bowl before they traded for Myles Garrett, and then look at their odds of winning the Super Bowl after they traded for Myles Garrett. You will see a stark contrast there. Oh, and did I forget to mention that Super Bowl 61 will take place at SoFi Stadium, which is the home stadium of the Los Angeles Rams? Now, yes, technically it's also the home stadium for the Los Angeles Chargers, but we're not going to talk about the Chargers because they are not the Super Bowl favorites. The Rams are.
How does it make you feel? It doesn't matter how it makes you feel!
And those, ladies and gentlemen, are my top 5 early Super Bowl favorites. I got the Rams, the Seahawks, the Chiefs, the Lions, and the Texans. Let me know what you guys think of the list. Do you like it or do you not like it? And also let me know in the comments below of what your top 5 early Super Bowl favorites list looks like. I'm curious to know. Now, quick side note before I wrap this video up, this is officially my 800th video that I have uploaded here on this channel. Yes, I have now uploaded 800 videos here on YouTube for almost 11 years at this point. It's crazy. And most of those 800 videos that I have uploaded here on this channel are a combination of both movie reviews and trailer reactions. But yeah, this is my 800th video here on this channel on YouTube. It's crazy that I make so many here. And also, this video was supposed to be uploaded yesterday as scheduled for being Battle 5 on Wednesday, and then for today, which is Thursday, a Logan Battles TikTok compilation video. But my problem is I'm kind of falling a bit behind, and I'm trying to catch up with making as many videos as I possibly can to catch up with my ongoing schedule. So, forgive me. Speaking of TikTok compilations, my next video will be just that. Another TikTok compilation video. Only this next one will be about all the duet videos that I made with other creators on TikTok, some of whom are my friends / mutuals. That video will be uploaded most likely tomorrow, probably even tomorrow night in all likelihood. So stay tuned for that, because it's coming. Anyway guys, that is all for now. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. If you enjoy what you see here and you want to see future videos from me, please click like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on that bell icon so that you'll get notified about my newest videos. You can also follow me on my social media through my link tree, the link to which will be down in the description below. Have fun, and I will see you next time.